boys. This morning, I want to ask you a question to start off with. Do you know what a good luck charm is? You know what that means, a good luck charm? Sometimes people might have like a rabbit's foot or something like that, or something they might keep in their pocket or something like that. And I love sports, and sports are filled with all kinds of very strange good luck charms. For instance, there used to be a baseball player, his name was Wade Boggs. And Wade Boggs was a great baseball player, and his good luck charm, I kind of like. He had to eat chicken before every single baseball game. So every game, he played thousands of baseball games, and before every single baseball game, he made sure to eat chicken. That's a good luck charm. And if he didn't do it, he felt like he wouldn't do as well. The greatest basketball player of all time was a man by the name of Michael Jordan. And he was great. He was great shooting. He could dunk the ball. He was clutch, meaning when it was really close, he was the best player on the court. His good luck charm was underneath his shorts, he'd have his North Carolina shorts on. He went to college at North Carolina. So when he played for the Bulls, he had underneath those red shorts his blue college shorts. And if he ever played a game without his college shorts underneath, he didn't think he'd do as well. Right now there's some hockey playoffs going on right now. And hockey players, when they make the playoffs, they have this tradition that none of the guys on the hockey team can shave throughout the whole playoffs. And so the teams that make it the furthest, they've got these nice long beards by the end of the playoffs. Another really good baseball lucky charm is when a team is losing, they take their baseball caps and they might put it on their heads really goofy looking. So if you ever see a baseball player, he's got his hat all maybe standing up or inside out, they call it a rally hat. Good luck charms. Now, why is Pastor Casey talking about good luck charms? Well, we're doing a sermon series on a man by the name of Paul. And Paul lived just a short time after Jesus did. And Paul went to a lot of different towns. And every town that Paul went to, he started a new church. Well, one of the towns he came to was a town called Ephesus. And in this town of Ephesus, the people there had their own versions of these lucky charms, or lucky, they call them spells. And they would essentially sell these little pieces of paper. And if you had these pieces of paper and you felt like you got sick, maybe you got the flu or something like that, Rosalind, you could buy these pieces of paper and maybe read this spell. Something like, oh, not allow me to have the flu anymore. And they believed if you had these special spells, then somehow, some way, it was kind of lucky and the flu would go away. Well, they sold so many of these that there were like hundreds of thousands of dollars. A lot of money was being used selling these different spells. Well, Paul came in, and as Christians, we know that there is no such thing as a lucky spell. There is no thing that we can own. And so if I think that this is like some type of lucky water bottle, is that real? No. We know that's not true. And we know even like sports, all the things that they think are true, it's kind of just foolish. And so Paul went into Ephesus, and he saw all these people doing all this kind of silly things, but they really believed it. And he taught them the truth. And I know you guys already know, but it's a good thing to hear again. The truth is, there's no such thing as a lucky spell, even like a cross that you might wear. That doesn't make you more lucky or more powerful or anything like that. Our power, and what makes us special, comes from Jesus. Our power and what makes us good in God's eyes are what's inside right here, inside of our hearts, and how we use our minds, and how we go out and we're kind to other boys and girls. And that's what Paul taught everybody in Ephesus. And all those people, what do you think they did with all their lucky charms and all their lucky spells? Do you think they kept using them? No, they didn't. In fact, they burned all of them, and they committed their lives for Jesus. Who wants to pray for me this morning? Benny, you want to pray for me? Okay. And then Ross, we'll have you do it maybe next week, okay? We fold our hands and close
close our eyes, and Benny's going to pray for us. Benny, say, Dear God.
Dear God.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
For Jesus.
For Jesus.
Who is not.
Who is not.
A lucky charm.
A lucky charm.
But is my Savior.
But is my Savior.
In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
All right.